Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This is a beginning of the month for December tarot oracle reading. Sagittarius, you are the star of this astrological insight. If your sun sign is not Sagittarius, we still all have a little bit of Sagittarius in us. If you have your birth chart, which house is Sagittarius in? That is where this energy shows up for you. And so my goal is to provide valuable information to empower you. I've already shuffled the cards. I'm just giving them a quick shuffle again now. I'm going to cut them. And we will begin with the underlying energy for this entire reading. From the bottom of the deck, oh, we have the Death. So this is saying that it's a little bit scary looking card, but really what it's just saying is this is a transition. So Sagittarius, I guess you're going through a transition. And so the energy, death is birth and death. And the Grim Reaper, as scary looking as he is, the Grim Reaper is just riding his horse. He's got the flag representing, this is the end of the tunnel, so this is the light at the end of the tunnel, sorry. And we have an older woman turning away, and we have a young child with a bloom. So this energy is about birth and the end of cycles. And in the background, you'll notice the two towers there. That represents birth and death, and the sun coming up or setting, depending on the situation. This this sometimes could mean that there's an actual death, but very rarely. It's more usually about transition from one way to another. Okay, so we have the underlying energy here is health, wealth, happiness, and we have the King of Pentacles. This part of the reading will be about the internal dynamics within you, what you're in control of, and how to navigate through that. So this is, it looks like this energy is a shift in the way that you possibly earn your living, or that this, quite often the pentacles do represent coin, but they also represent health, wealth, and happiness. So this card could be saying it's the end of a negative cycle and now you're going to make lots of money. Or it could say it's the end of a cycle and you're about to lose money. So, well, let's take a closer look at this. And actually, it's not just money, it's health, wealth, happiness. So it could be, it's all areas of life. We have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is coming in with a message, and it's about love. So this energy is like, this is your classic knight in shining armor coming in, usually with really good news and an offer of love. This could be also an offer of something you love to do. I'm getting this could be like a major career change, or a major way of changing your life. And I actually like to see the King of Pentacles here with all of this energy, because the King of Pentacles is actually the most stable king in the tarot. So he's sitting on his throne. He has all this coin. He's admired for his business acumen and that. So I feel like this is maybe a move to more stable money, and you're changing how you earn money, or how your lifestyle is changing in some way, and it's very possible it's changing for the better here. We will look some more. Yeah, it's like you have two wands here. Wands, they represent the fire energy of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the adventurer. They are knowledge seekers, so they love to go on to new pursuits. And that's kind of what this energy is saying. This is going to be something totally different from what you've done in the past. And someone's offering this to you. And you have the two wands planted here. So that's saying that you have built things in the past before, but it's kind of like, okay, I'm a typical Sagittarian. I'm bored. I want to move. I want to be challenged again. I want to visit new horizons. And maybe this really good opportunity has come up. When the information comes in from the knights, They, in the old days, they worked for the kings and they'd come in by horse. But now that communication could be like a business, like a promotion at work. It could be promotion in love. It could be, like this could be an offer of marriage or a first date, or you're going to meet someone. This could be a post that you see online. It could be an email, a text, that kind of energy. Communication now, we have so many ways, but it is regarding moving on in a different way. And there's some excitement around that. Okay, so this is the wounded warrior of the deck. And again, this represents the fire energy of Sagittarius. And I'm just getting that these, you know, this is, there's 9 wands here. And this person has clearly worked hard to get these planted. There's been a lot of work put into place. And quite often those were launched and it required a lot of work. And he's holding on to the 9th wand, which I feel is this one here. I feel like this is a really, these 8 wands in the background are a strong foundation that possibly didn't it didn't hold the promise that he felt it would, like all the work was worth, you know, was it all this work worth these 8 wands, what I got out of it? Or like it looks like there was money there was like a lot of it was affluence, but it's kind of like, did I enjoy it? Or now that this is accomplished, I want to move on and do it again in another location. This sometimes speaks of franchise energy. Or it could just be, because of this card, I want to move forward in a totally different line of work, or change my life in a significant way, like move to another country, move to another line of work, like a totally different way of earning my living, move to marriage, like maybe I want to get married to someone now, and that requires me, maybe this is someone that had to be away from home a lot and now they want to like have more time for themselves, that kind of energy. That's the energy I'm picking up. And victory comes in. Lots of wands here. This is representing the fire energy of Sagittarius and the movement, like action, action, action. That's how Sagittarians like it. This would drive some people over the edge, but like Sagittarian energy is like this. They love to do things in the pursuit of knowledge for themselves, and they are willing to go on adventures to do so. And this is saying victory. So in this one, we have 6 wands. And I feel like maybe 2 of these wands were not working for you. And it was kind of like, ugh, I want to let that go, whatever these 2 wands represent. And I want to focus now on these 6 wands. And this is showing that you were able to rein in your emotions through difficulties. And you were able to make strong decisions about what you want and what you love, and who you love to do it with, and let 2 of these wands go and focus on the 6 that are left. 6 wands is a lot of action anyway, so and it's bringing in victory for you because of that. And look at all the money. Yeah, the 10 of wands is the most. Pentacles, it's raining money. Yeah, if you let go of these 2 wands, now that what those 2 wands represent, they're actions from the past. They could be regarding your romantic life. They could be regarding your business and choices you did business, the people you did business with. They could be, you know, moving to, as I said, to a new location, that kind of energy. And this also, because this is your internal boundaries, this is what would keep you up at night saying, what if this happens? What if that happens? Sagittarius energy is kind of like, well, they don't ask what if as much. They do, but it's kind of like, well, I'll do it. And then what if that happens? I'll figure it out as I go. And this energy has, speaking of lifestyle, I feel, I'm really getting this energy of wanting to change your lifestyle. Not so much the foundation of who you are, but what you wanted in your life. Yes, because we have the King of Wands now. Wow, lots of wands, lots of money, lots of health, wealth, happiness. And a serious event like that is causing, this could be that there was a death in the family and there was a will and a bunch of more money came in, and now it's giving you the opportunity to put down 2 of those burdens, you know, that are here, and just focus on the 6 that you feel are the winners, and, you know, really concentrate your focus on that. And it's interesting because they're both riding, you know, the horse, but now like the flag is in his left hand and the flag is in the right hand. So this is saying like moving forward, and this was moving backwards. I feel like this is action. So that energy, the King of Wands is sitting on his throne. He's the most charismatic, very like a visionary, loves to new projects and to bring new projects into being. And that this wand, I feel, represents this one here. And you can see just by his body language that he's ready to get up and go at any second. He's got the salamanders in the background in the circles, which represent the energy of someone who is protected by fire, because that's his element. So we'll see. So the what ifs, like this represents basically your self-identity. So this is like the knight in shining armor. So that's who you feel like you are. And then this is how much do you value yourself. Like if you're bored or things didn't work out with those 2 wands that you let go of, that you're going to let go of them. And I feel like the decision has been made now, because this is speaking, all these wands are speaking about action. And then this is communication, and from your early life, like how you were raised and how you were raised to view money and doing things. And I feel like this is an energy, the Sagittarius energy. This is kind of like an exaggerated state of being, which that it's like someone who's really deep in their Sagittarius energy, and they're willing to let go of what doesn't work for them and move forward and have a new adventure that's more important to them than piling up more money. And then we have the creative and romantic, and you know, the ability to, like, your emotional foundation. And I'm just getting, this is an entrepreneurial spirit. I feel like this is energy from someone who is in a family where a lot of people in the family have their own businesses. Like, and so it's not like unusual for this to happen in this family, where like more people, more support. Like this card represents that you have the ability to be a really strong leader, because people like to follow you. And then we have this position here of, this is your creativity, your ability to attract romance, and possibly your children. And I just am getting again that this is a choice of lifestyle. You can see the people here, they have a lot of coins, but they also are in a neighborhood. You can see there's a big house in the background, and they have pets, and they're speaking to the neighbors. It's kind of that energy of being in a safe place that you really like to live in, and so that it could be that kind of energy. And then the King of Wands is representing, like, the King of Wands is the king and is charismatic and has people wanting to follow him, because he has the ability to be able to have strong habits for being able, he's known for being able to get shift done and to have fun doing it, and he's fun to be around. It's that kind of energy, and probably a little bit not in your typical like industry. And then we have the Hermit. So yes, so this is now moving into the external forces that are coming in for around the beginning of December, starting now to the beginning of December, the first week or so, 10 days. And this is talking about, yeah, because I'm getting the Hermit is here, because the Hermit climbs the mountain, and sits on top of the mountain and seeks enlightenment from God, and takes a rest from heavy work and really goes inward and decides, okay, what direction am I going to go in, and takes kind of a rest from it so that he can come back to it with this new information and implement that. And I'm getting, because moving into December, of course, we're into the holiday, the holidays, and pretty much, with in North America, with Thanksgiving in the States is like right before Christmas. Then you have Christmas, and then you have New Year's, and then this energy is pretty much 3 weeks of December. There's not much getting done. And while that time, I'm just getting that this King of Wands knows when to work and when to play. And so this is the energy that they are, to take if you're coming up into this time, if you want to adopt this Sagittarian energy, is to enjoy your family, enjoy the lifestyle that you've worked so hard for. And then when people are ready to get back to business after the holiday season, that's when you implement what's coming up. So what's coming up? Yes, because there's the Wheel of Fortune, which is awesome. So the Wheel of Fortune is representing destiny. This is something that's come in for you. It's a gift from the universe. The wheel is turning. This represents past, present, and future energy. I feel like, again, that this family that you're from, maybe there's a lot of entrepreneurs in that, and this has been building up, and it could be a legacy that's being passed on because someone did pass, and the will is out, and now there's new money coming in. I'm getting that could be, it's like inheritance energy. Doesn't have to be, but it could be. Or it could be a lucrative business deal. It has completed and the money has come in, and it was a lot of work, but you had victory with it. You didn't win in every single wand you planted, but 6 out of 8 isn't bad at all. And you already are leaning on the 9th wand, which is, okay, I'm done with this part and I'm ready to move forward. This also represents, as this card here, it represents the end of a cycle and the beginning of the new. The wheel is clicking, and the Wheel of Fortune actually has 3 wheels on it. It has the past, the present, and the future. So you could still be in the past here and be still in this position of working really hard, but this is letting you know that, in the future, your hard work will pay off. And this could be happening right now because it feels like it's happening right around the holiday season. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles come in. So the King and Queen of Pentacles are a very traditional couple, and quite often the King and Queen of Pentacles are, I feel like this energy could be that perhaps someone has passed and now they've left an inheritance. But I feel like the King and Queen of Pentacles here have had a really good life, and they're generous, etc. And so if that is, and if not, this could represent a couple that are like more traditional couple. They're people, the two of them together have accumulated a lot of wealth. This talks about people being very responsible with their finances and applying themselves like for, generations, and providing generational wealth to their family. And recognize also that the Queen and the King of Pentacles are both archetypes, and those archetypes are, this could be, the King could be a woman in her masculine energy as well as a man in his masculine energy, and the Queen of Pentacles could be a male in their feminine energy or a female in their feminine energy. And I'm getting from this energy that they started out not with a whole lot, because the Queen of Pentacles is known for being able to make something out of nothing, and she likes quality over quantity. So it's not someone that spends money like just for the sake of spending it or buying things for the sake of it. It's kind of someone that really understands the value of money, right? Runs a tight household, and that's probably why the two of them together you know, had a goal and they worked towards it, and that this could be you also. So that's good energy. And then we have the this is the Two of Swords. This energy is, it can be like having a closed mind, but it also can be, again, about going inward. And we have the new moon in the background there. So the new moon represents the new energy coming in, like in the new year. I'm really getting in this energy that it's time to take a little bit of a rest. And if you've been working really hard, and just enjoy yourselves, like work hard, play hard kind of energy. So this or that. And it's also talking like this person is blindfolded, and this energy here of the external forces is when you're laying in bed and you're saying to yourself, what the EF happened? The external forces came in and changed my plans. So that again could be something like a death happened. I'm getting, if it did, it was a sort of an expected one, but it was just the timing of it. So it's time to reflect. It's time to go inward. It's time, even if there wasn't a death, I'm getting it could be a death of way of thinking, or, you know, like, okay, I'm tired of doing it this way. I want to find a different way. I want to rest a bit and then reset is the energy I'm getting. And then we have the higher, or the Emperor. And the Emperor is all four kings rolled into one person. So that's someone who is really financially astute, someone who is able to take action. He's got his armor under his tunic there. He's ready to go at a moment's notice. The Emperor is all about performance. It's what he knows when to rest, and he knows when to take action, and he knows that it's not just this or that. There's always another way. There's always another option out there. If you go inward and you rest when you need to, instead of taking, you know, rushing in. And, you know, he also recognizes that sometimes you have to work hard and sometimes you have to play hard. Yeah, because here we have it. Here's the Ten of Wands now, and showing like this Emperor energy. The Ten of Wands, these are all actions that this person has planted, and it looks like he's burdened with them, but like he's that close to home. So this is saying that all of the hard work that you've been putting in, it's just around the corner. Like, you know, it may feel really burdensome at this point because, you know, it's become heavy. We've got this energy here, but you can put a couple of those wands down and choose. And I keep getting, okay, which ones? That's that kind of energy. And put a couple of them down and get to your home in the background closer. So that it's about bringing all this energy that you've planted, whether that be in business, relationships, whatever that is, and the actions that you've taken, you are responsible for them. So it's saying keep going, and if you need to put a couple of them down, put them down and take what you want. This is your harvest for all the hard work that you've put in. And so it's basically knowing, going inward and understanding what is it you want when you move forward in this new way. Yeah. This is again talking about putting, the Five of Swords talks about like kind of a mental struggle within of, there's three different versions of this person. And I feel like there's the two swords here and the two here that they've decided to put down. The decision has been made, I'm getting. And because they've made this decision, they are in a position now to move forward and have this energy of a lighter lifestyle, like being able, okay, I've worked, I put this work in, and now I'm ready to move forward, and I'm putting down two of those swords, keeping two. And he's got this, like it's five, so he's got this one here ready. If he has to fight to make this work, if he has to go back to work hard, he's going to work smart. is what's coming up. He's learned a lot from this journey. This is really good energy. This is talking about in all areas of life, if we learn from our past mistakes, or it doesn't even have to necessarily be a mistake, because there's a lot of, there's been a lot of success here. And it's been, I'm getting through hard work, and this is more like now this person wants to work. Or if it's you, you would prefer to work smart rather than work hard, which is fair, right? And yeah, this is really good energy. I enjoy this type of energy because it talks about someone who is taking consistent steps of action to be able to get the life they want, and being able to really go inward and listen to themselves and get, take advice from others as well as themselves to be successful. If you are enjoying this reading, please like and comment. It really helps me build my channel. And I'm going to now clarify these cards for with my oracle. It's Tales from the Vector. And I began this in 2007. It's a series of 64 very large dragon paintings, some of them. And it's from the Intergalactic Federation of Light. And I started it in 2007 and completed the 64th painting in 2020. They've been out and about the cards at a lot of psychic fairs and seminars, etc. But now that I have all the paintings done, I am getting ready to bring it out and birth it into being. And I'm just working on the information that goes along with it. I have these cards numbered, so if you are interested and you want to see the paintings, you can go to Tails, Tails, from thevector.com, and you can look them up there. I'm going to list them in the description box below in the order that they appear in this reading, so that you can know which ones they are. And I'm taking the energy off the bottom of this deck to clarify the underlying energy. And we have the High Priestess, and this is all about joy. So the High Priestess is very close to God and has a lot of knowledge about the Wheel of Fortune, destiny, and moving forward in that way. And this is a card of joy. So I'm getting that whatever transition is happening here, it's one of rebirth in some way. And it could be like saying that whatever this process is, it's a natural process. I'm getting that if someone passed here, it was someone that was elderly and, that had lived a really full life. That's the energy I'm getting, and kind of like celebrating their full life rather than being sad because they were ready, is what I'm getting. That's just the energy that's coming in this reading. And this can also be like retiring from a business and passing it on to your descendants. Or it could be, again, moving into I've really enjoyed this career, but now I'm going to move into another. I've really enjoyed living in this country, but now it's time to go do something else in another country. That kind of energy. Or I've been out and I've been away from home a lot. I'm getting that kind of energy, working hard, and I want to be able to be home and enjoy my family more now. And we have over the King of Pentacles, dissemination of information. So yeah, I'm getting that the King of Pentacles is someone who's really stable, and it's kind of like, I'm just getting that they're the kind of person that would be like, okay, I can just keep going for one more year and then I will be able to do this. And so it's kind of like believing that you have to, be burdened in any way here, like that kind of energy, that you have to maybe struggle a little bit to survive, or struggle a little bit. It's feeling a little bit like, the energy from the Great Depression kind of energy, like even though you have a lot accumulated, that you need to accumulate more in case a disaster happens. And I feel like, again, this energy from someone that was maybe raised during the time of World War II or something like that. And then we have the Surrender. So this is about your self-identity as like kind of that kind of energy. And I feel like this is like a psychic cleanse. So I'm getting a gain that someone probably has passed on or is about to, or that kind of energy, but they've lived a full life, and it's just, or someone that has decided to earn their money, earn their living in a totally different way that's more pleasurable. And I'm getting this could be someone who is very successful and really admired for their business acumen. And, you know, it's kind of like a retirement thing, almost like moving into a different position with, like, I'm getting like part-time work, almost like their work is their hobby. And that's the best place to be if you're in a position where you just love what you do, and maybe moving into a position where you advise others, you know, that kind of energy. And then we have the karmic space of intent. So yeah, I'm just getting a gain. I feel like this energy is speaking of, you might be in a position where you're here right now and you're at the beginning stages of this, and you're really trying to decide, should I let these two wands go? And like the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So you may have, when you added these two wands to your pile, you thought, oh, it's going to be well worth it, and it won't be as much work possibly as it already was. And that's my cat. If you hear someone in the background, they're making noise. Yeah, we understand. Now go away. We don't really need your 2 cents. She says, yes, you do. So the world is actually when you gain that neutrality. When you have neutrality to 2 extremes and you decide, okay, I'm going to get neutral to this extreme and that extreme, then you can be in a position where you're neutral to everything that happens in between. And that's when you're ready to look at, okay, I want to change my world. I want this transition to happen, and I'm okay with letting those 2 go. It really, if you've put all this energy in and you're taking 10 wands home, you're really letting go of 2 is like probably a good idea, right? And then we have the Virgo energy, which is a young adult. And so this could be being passed on now, passing the torch on to the younger people in the business to, carry the rest forward. And this is about doing things differently again. And so this is, the Virgo energy is very much clean energy, like wanting to get things in order, bang, 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 like that. And being able to really analytically look at things and use that ability to place things in a different order. This sometimes can border on the line of analytical critique, can easily turn into anal criticism. And so this is something that this person has been able to rein that in and be able to, and this is saying rein that in because this person is able to be so successful because they rein in their emotions, and they are a good leader because of it. They can look at things from all angles and hear other people's opinions before taking action. Yeah, and then there's justice. So this energy is coming in. This is like when karma gets cleared from a family, or, I just feel like this is saying that, hey, it's time, it's again this portal of energy, the 111 portal or the 1111 portal of knowing when it's time to make a transition in the way that you're doing things. And again, walking through that portal and being in a position where, you can let go of some of what you're doing and do more of what you want to do. I'm really getting that retirement energy again. We have the Strength card here. And so the Strength card is talking about the courage and having the integrity to do so. So this is someone that recognizes, hey, I just don't want to put in this work anymore into this. So I'm going to hand it over to someone that does. And having the strength within themselves to be able to say that sometimes when you're really successful, it can be really challenging to put like the torch down, like the wand down, and pass it on to someone else. But I feel like that's what this King of Wands is doing, is just, okay, I'm going to get other people to take these 2 wands for sure, and I'm going to change the way that I do things, and I want to have more time. I'm just getting a gain. I want to have more time to enjoy my life. And we have here the lack of awareness. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting the missed opportunities were probably regarding family and doing things that you love to do, being with the people you love to be with, that kind of energy. And so this lack of awareness of even like what's your family doing because you're away a lot. I keep getting this away energy. And so that's the missed opportunities were not part of the success. I'm getting that taking the opportunities to be successful may have caused an energy of missing the opportunity to be with family, like when your children were young, you know, and learning to walk and learning to talk and that kind of energy. And so this is like now wanting to have that time. And this energy here is like about commitment and marriage and partnerships. So this energy is speaking of that, like wanting to make this transition into this dedicating more time maybe to yourself, your time, and family members. And this can also be someone that is, again, retiring and wanting to be able to enjoy their grandchildren, you know, and go on fishing trips with their grandchildren and with their kids, etc. I don't know why that's coming up, but it is. And then the transformation is like this knowing, like the Queen of Pentacles, knowing when, you know, quality over quantity. So you have enough here. I would rather have a quality life than working hard for another cycle and having more quantity. And then we have this is about higher learning. And so this house is about your education. And I just am getting that this is a very successful business person. And you may be very successful in business. And now you want to be successful just in living your life and being who you are. And you don't want to overthink it. You want to move forward and make this transformation, but do it in a more fun way, and come back to like your identity of yourself, of being someone that works on what you love to work on and being with the people that you love. And then we have, you know, the career and the reputation and all of that kind of the public image, the emperor. Putting down that mantle can be really challenging. You know, that's where this comes in, because it's kind of like, you know, it feels good to be in that position. At the same time, it's a lot of responsibility. And I feel that this person is aware that, or you are aware that you're kind of at that stage where you just really don't want to put that much work into it anymore. It's not fun for you like it used to be, and you want to put some of that burden down. And you don't have to be an older person to be doing this. You can make this decision at any point in your career, in any point of your life. And I'm getting then this energy of being away from family, being away from friends, that having more time for yourself, that's in this position here. And then we have like also the spiritual aspects of it, of, okay, what have you accomplished? What would you like to accomplish? I'm getting perhaps this person is thinking, I would like to apply myself to more like philanthropy and moving more into broadening my world, broadening like my destiny to really empower, use this knowledge, not so much to accumulate for myself and my family, but now pour that energy into the universe. This is someone who's a really well-respected individual, I'm getting. Not just by family, but by co-workers, you know, like people that he's worked with, she has worked with throughout the years. And we have the shooting star, so that's the wishing card on this Wheel of Fortune, and this is speaking about attitude. So yeah, I'm just getting that it's really a really powerful thing to recognize that within yourself, that if you are like, okay, I'm ready, you know, instead of, you know, carrying on when you don't really want to. And then there's the denial. What I don't know won't hurt me. And I'm getting again this energy of someone like this age of going out of Pisces and into Aquarius around 2020. It's like we were in Pisces forever, and that's how people did business. But now in the age of Aquarius, we have all the AI, all the technical stuff, and things are changing rapidly, rapidly, rapidly. And it's kind of like, what I don't know won't hurt me. I'm getting that, you know, this person doesn't want to, or you don't want to have to learn a whole new way of doing the same old business. And it's changed that much that to be able to maintain this position of performance, you would need to do so. It would require a lot of mental study, etc. And yeah, then we have the devil covering that. So the devil energy is about temptation. It's about wanting to do what's better for you. In this case, I'm getting that, you know, don't sell your soul or anything, but it's an energy of, yeah, like it's good that you recognize that you want that in your life. There's nothing wrong with that. You've put the work in. And then I always cover the devil, because you're not going to get the truth out of the devil. And the devil either sends someone in to do his bidding, or God sends someone in to kind of empower you. And I feel like we have the Hermit here, which is the whole underlying energy of the external forces, and recognizing safe travels. It's kind of like, yeah, come back to who you are and make this transition. It's going to, it's something that you can take this energy and do it in a way that you love more, and let someone else deal with you know, all these changes that need to be made. Yeah. So the degradation is a tactic. See, in this, both of these are, and I don't feel like these are necessarily people or anything. This is just saying you don't have to be ashamed because you don't want to do this again. The Sagittarian energy is, oh, I'll take a challenge, you know, and I'll grab that wand and I will make it happen. This is all about performance. So this isn't a degradation of your energy. It really isn't. What this is saying is, you know, you don't have to be ashamed of not wanting to continue powering this. You've already done your part. And now, you know, this energy will end up taking it. If it becomes a burden, you're not going to enjoy this new cycle of life. And you're having an opportunity here to rebirth it. And sometimes what happens is, you know, like younger people are hungry for success, and they're ready for this challenge, and they can, you know, like it's kind of like an energy of the wolves are circling, you know. It's not so much wolves, it's more like you have some alpha males. I'm getting alpha male energy, and that can belong to both women and men, that are really ready to take this challenge on. Yeah, and so and it's not fun for you anymore. Like if it's not fun for you and you have enough and you can pass this on and have this be with someone who really wants to take that bone and run with it, you know, you can lay on the porch and just watch them duke it out and enjoy that. I'm getting. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. Yeah, and there's a lot of karma being cleared, like because anger is a karmic space that people get into, and it's a gift that keeps on giving. And so when it's just saying you could be angry because these people are snapping like these alpha male energy is snapping at your heels, or you could be like, oh, like this is really awesome, like I can just advise from behind the scenes and go fishing with my grandchildren sort of energy, you know. So yeah, and this is kind of an interesting reading. I feel like it's quite specific for some people. It's moving into this energy of really changing up who you are. And I'm getting so that you can enjoy your life better. So I've enjoyed this reading. I hope you have also, and if you have, like, please comment, and if you feel inclined to subscribe, go ahead. I would really love to have you as part of the community, and I will be back in mid-December with another reading for Sagittarius, and we'll see maybe how this is played out. Bye for now. See you later.